Wow, we have seen so much of a fight in our first series, and we are now here on our main event, the final match that we're gonna be having in this best of 16. Kaisaya, Vince G, still with you guys here on the BFS TV, Reign Supreme. So without any thoughts, I'm so excited about this match because we are talking about Voin Esports and NanoBots.
Yes, from hailing from Indonesia and Myanmar, we will just have to find out who is actually the stronger team between these two teams, Honor of Kings teams. And yeah, I'm pretty sure again, PZG have been casting almost every day for this tournament. I'm pretty sure you've seen how they go. But Voin Esports, they have been very much present, right, in a lot of other tournaments too, and they're actually pretty strong. And I wonder how NanoBot actually have prepared to match up against Voin Esports.
They're pretty strong. They're pretty active in terms of like scrimmages and all that. I've seen Voin Esports participating in weekly screams, daily screams and all that, participating in tournaments and all that. But of course, since we're talking about tournaments, Kaisaya, might as well give thanks to our sponsors because without Battle for Supremacy TV, there won't be any Honor of Kings tournament here. And not only that, let's talk about the team here. Team Wallet. With Team Wallet, you can buy, sell, and trade crypto tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Algo, Solana, and more. Unlike any other platforms where you need to download and sign up to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, Team Wallet bot makes it easier and more accessible for everyone by saving your time and effort through Supreme ETF or Supreme Exchange Traded Funds in TEAM Wallet. You can now purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum with just one click. Now, Team Wallet has integrated all of these features into a single system, making it more convenient and efficient for its users. You just have to search at Team Wallet Bot in Telegram to take advantage of this convenient tool. And as another team thing here will be the team tokens. You know, guys, do you know that you can earn team tokens just by referring teams and players to join here on our tournaments? These tokens that you earn can be converted to cash or can be used to join the upcoming events here in the Battle for Supremacy TV. And not only that, we also have Supreme Team Drafts offers us the opportunity to be drafted within its ranks dominated in events for Call of Duty Mobile and Fortnite, available to all players worldwide. So there's a lot to mention here, Kaisaya, and not only that, because we're talking about a wide range of tournament. You know, your thoughts about the matchup?
I mean, I'm just happy to see that it's not just about Honor of Kings, right? There is the Fortnite, there's Valorant as well, and there is an upcoming 1v1 Honor of Kings tournament by BFStv
There
as
you
well.
go.
So if you have not seen that in different Facebook groups, here one of our admins here in BFS TV has been posting, you know, like the app, like how to apply or how to apply in that 1v1. Like at the same time, you can also DM our Facebook page if you would be interested. And again, of course, thank you to BFS TV and all the sponsors, because it's not just happening for Honor of Kings but also for other games. But yeah, Voin Esports, NanoBot, I'm just curious to see how NanoBot prepared for this, because again, we do know that Voin Esports is quite, you know, they're not like just normal team in here. They are very competitive, to be honest.
I agree. And I like that you mentioned earlier that Battle for Supremacy TV is not just about Honor of Kings only. They have been tackling a lot of tournaments here from Call of Duty Mobile, from Honor of Kings, from Fortnite, and not only Fortnite, because using your BNB, guys, you can now purchase Fortnite V-Bucks and receive the pin real time at Team Wallet Bot. So take note of this, guys. All gift cards and prizes need to be claimed by users. If not, these will be returned towards their respective senders. And if you're a Fortnite player, just like we've said or I've said, that is really itching to compete, well, there you have it. I mean, we have Fortnite tournaments just in the works for you, and I believe it's currently ongoing. Be sure to explore our island map, BFStv, red and blue, to keep yourselves updated. So you just have to join our Telegram group at BFStv Fortnite to learn more. And not only that, do you know, guys, that you can also top up? Like, if you like Honor of Kings, you can top up tokens for Honor of Kings. You can get it. You can also get your Riot points, Garena shells, and Fortnite V-Bucks up and running. Well, you just have to at least use or get into the BFS TV top up. So all you have to do is to like this page to learn more, and then it's from there you can like read on how can you use BFS TV top up. It can change your life.
Wow, wow. Lots of information in there. And I mean, yeah, but I guess let's head on to the draft. Void Esports versus NanoBot. Sorry, Vinzi, could you like during the draft repeat all those? No, this is just how we. This is how just like we try to annoy each other. But yeah.
Oh.
That's a really long one, but yeah, all of the information in case you missed something, just either maybe we can clip Vinzi's voiceover in there, right? Or just find it over on the Facebook page of BFS TV. Right, okay, let's move forward to the draft. Arlie, Hino, Lienpo already secured in here on the side of Voin Esports, which tells us that they have the early capacity so far in the form of the Hino, and they can even go for like early annoyance in the form of the Lienpo, but at the same time they can secure the late game damage in the form of the Arlie. But for the side of NanoBot in here, pretty much like I would say it's relying more on the capacity to just like go for ganks and surprise attacks, right? Because we're talking about the Daxiao in here being available, so and very tanky rather jungle in here in the form of the Menki as well. So, but you, what do you think about so far the draft that has been quickly finalized for us right now?
Drafts, I've seen a pretty much unusual hero, and that's gonna be Guan Yu. And then for Chooks to handle that means they're gonna be eyeing towards the cash lane, Guan Yu, and then go for support Lee and Paul. Well, it's gonna be a smash and burn for each and everyone. But without any further ado, these two teams are gonna be facing each other for this final best of 3 for the round of 16. Whoever wins in this series, Kaisaya, will be advancing into our round of 8. And that round of 8, they will be complete the puzzle, and there's gonna be another role that's gonna happen in order for them to determine the matchup. So this is quite unique for, let's talk about this. It's quite unique for BFS TV to have this kind of bracketing system.
I love it.
You don't need brackets to determine your opponents. You just need to spin the wheel.
I love it. It's actually a fun part of their tournament, right? And it gives more flexibility as well for the teams to, not be super well prepared. It gives a sense of surprise as well on who are you going to be matching up against with next, because you have to watch almost all of the matches in this tournament before you can move forward like confidently. But then again, we're here in the gorge. You can see the lane already. Seeing 3 members of Team Voin Esports up top. Fortunately, the rest of the members of Voin Esports did not actually went all in onto him, even though he doesn't have the ult as of yet.
That's a forced flash I've seen from Chooks here, but it definitely saves him from that first blood, that almost first blood brought to him by NanoBot, by a lane. But for the clash lane, for the farm lane rather, the marksmen are really doing their job. It's all about guns. It's all about the arrows being thrown at them on their way. So this is gonna be an interesting take. But for NanoBot right now, they seem like they're creating so much space for Sam to at least benefit from all the jungle camps, from the buffs that they can get, and now enabling them to rotate mid in the level 4.
That is so true. And in the middle lane, seems like there's no going to be full commitment as of yet. You know, sometimes in terms of talking about commitments, right? Yeah, like they want to wait for the right time before they go full on commit. But like this, they just meet up and all that, but they're not gonna go for some full commit. It seems like they want to wait for some of their members to actually join a potential team fight, a gank, because this is like an awkward like setup as a moment, you know, especially if you're just in a duo lane, unless you find a good CC, just like potentially what they're doing right now, both the Lienpo as well as the Dacia. But no hard CC that we'll be seeing right now, unless Hoi actually will go for his Burning Sun arrow.
So, as of there are no casualties. They are playing safe. They are staying away from engagement, but for both of these teams, there's no doubt they're still looking for it. They cannot find that first blood yet, but the mid is definitely a hot spot when it comes to getting that first blood.
Oh, here we go. This is a fight that's going to be fully committed onto the middle lane. Burning Sun Arrow will connect onto one member. Oh, will this Hino actually survive? Going to be making use of the Fate Rewind just to give him some safety net. But for the meantime, we can see our Dacia just basically, you know, poking our Lianpo in here onto the bot side.
The poke mechanic, it's all about the support, is all about the carries finding their target right, because all I can see right now is that they're ultra protecting each other. They don't want to get harmed, but instead they have to focus on farming. But you know, when the other guys are poking them around, well, fights are happening.
Yes, indeed. Fights are happening right now. So will be able to back away just a little bit in here, but a Burning Sun arrow will connect. So as this is Sun to Guan Yu will fall down. To Noah Ford, the Razor Cavalry will become useless. Quite a bit for them. And the rest of the members of NanoBot will just go for some invades, clearing off some of the jungle camps of Voin Esports. And everyone, it seems like we'll just try to go back to safety, but no, it seems like our Lianpo wants to actually find some fight in here. Look at his HP bar, and now the objective will come in. The Tyrant is awake. It's about close to 50% HP. Will there be a steal? That is the question. Our Jing is in here. No secured. Menke will secure it instead. There we go with the Fate Rewind, just going back to safety under the tower and go back to some pokes here and there.
Wow. After that engagement, after that first blood pickup at mid, they did make sure that they're going to be getting that first epic monster objective at 4 minutes. Getting the Tyrant on the bot lane is a pretty good move from the side of NanoBots, and they are utilizing on their advantage. That's a good stun coming in from the U1, and he's punishing the Hano really well. For Skrull, he's currying in pain right now because of the capability of Eos to punish him real hard.
That's so true. That is so true. But now I think everyone just can wait for another opportunity to find a perfect cap. But I can see now Asena is actually super low on the bot side. Potentially, I mean, there's no Burning Sun arrow right now available for Hoi. Potentially, he got hit by that arrow while he was trying to front for the Arlie, right? So I guess that those are the kind of like mistakes that they should just like avoid, because I mean, even though Hoi is not super available, he has a very good Datiao in here who can just like poke out some damage. That is the range advantage in there. Lianpo without enough tanky items definitely will not be able to survive the TPS coming out from the Hoi, but it seems like the 3v1 will continue to happen, turning to 3v3, and look at the Arlie will fall down onto the hands of the U1, and even that, the rest of the members of Voin Esports will not be able to follow up real quick. But Yuan not yet even done, even wants to target even more our Lianpo in here, but the rest of the members are trying to back away. We can see Jing trying to catch up, but to no afford. Seems like this is I mean, I don't know, NanoBot is just like showing that they have really prepared so well against Voin Esports.
NanoBot here surprisingly did manage to pack a punch. I mean, for that kind of impact, for that kind of engagement in the bot lane, even now Asena, he's having a hard time as the Lianpo. He's a tanky guy, no doubt, but with that kind of pressure that Yoz and Yawi or YV is doing, it's really hard for Voin Esports to find their pick-offs.
Yes, that's so true. But for the meantime, pressure is in. Down bot, super low members on the side of NanoBot right now. And everyone's just gonna go back to safety. But we can see Lienpo providing some vision as to where the rest of the members are. But it seems like a tussle is gonna go on top, wherein the Jing as well as the lane will just be forced to back away. Then again, there is the map advantage on the side of NanoBot. Likewise, a 2k gold lead in favor of them, make the 3 incoming. And I think they need to regroup. They need to find a way to get more farm. Most especially for Arlie. I think they have to play around the Arlie this time because Arlie is going to be their source of damage later on. And yeah, very safe with the Umbrella, of course, as always. This Arlie. Sometimes, when you're using... But hold on before I say what I want to say because another action has happened. Yuhuan will fall down in here on the side of NanoBot. So yeah, continuing to what I want to say. It's hard to sometimes support Arlie because he can just like be anywhere in the parasol, right? Like, okay, where's my farm laner? He's gone. So like, okay, as a support you can just like get annoyed sometimes, but hold a thought because they want to go for some action again. 3v4 situation it seems. Yuhuan will fall down. We can still see the Jing gonna go have fun with the mirror domain, and a chase has been happening. Guan looking to push here and there, and look at that, gonna be smite out. That Menkyu will fall down.
He has a unique capability to push down opponents if he wants to. I mean, he can like charge in with the horse. He's just the mighty cavalier that he is, and now he's trying to at least push down people, push them back towards the tower, and then let the tower do the damage for you. For Guan Yu, for Chokes, he's really playing his card well, and for Voin Esports, seems like they found some glimmer of hope in that one. Now trying to at least raise their economy, tying up with NanoBots, but they did win that fight. They're leading in kills, and they secured a very crucial objective earlier.
Blue team.
That's so true. Now, I wonder, it seems like there's kind of a turnaround in terms of the tables in here as two towers has been fallen down already on the side of NanoBot. They're gonna go continue to find that fight right now. Oh, the Burning Sun Arrow, it will connect, but it's on the back line, which is not quite necessary or not very important. But look at the Mirror Domain killing off the Yui, and here we go. They continue to find the fight. Dancing on the floor is our Jing, but the rest of the members will just go back away a lane. We'll try to chase some of the members, but while that was happening, they won the team fight, right? Haino is not yet even there. He's on top, just pushing, happily pushing.
He has his own world. Don't bother me here. Might as well get out of my lane. This is my lane. What are you doing here? Don't defend this lane. Give it to me, man. But for Haino, he's just readily waiting for his ulti Fate Rewind to be popped off, just in case of emergency. And that's what he wants. He needs to be a sneaky rat. He's gonna poke down enemies. He's gonna be the annoying guy. I think this is the perfect opportunity to trigger the Fate Rewind. He's doing it right now, but he's almost died. He almost died on that top lane.
Yeah, so true. And now it seems like this is going to be an uncontested objective, of course, for Voin Esports. Will there be an exchange? Seems like this is going to be free for take as well. So yeah, just pretty equal. I mean, this is now an advantage in terms of gold for Voin Esports. It's just 1k though, so a lot of things can still happen. They just need to find a mistake on the side of Voin Esports if they want to turn the table around again. But the question is, what could that be, right? Who should they be targeting? Arlie is quite hard to target. The only source of CC luck they have in here is the Burning Sun Arrow, which they have used just now. And with a very mobile Arlie, it's gonna be hard to use the Burning Sun Arrow to lock him down, right? Unless maybe you are a Fuzi or a Dongwang who can lock this Arlie out. But look at that. Very mobile, just dancing here and there, making use of her parasol to poke out the rest of the members of NanoBot.
All about the poke capabilities, all about how you annoy your opponents. And seems like Voin Esports, they definitely found a time for them to shine, and that time is definitely now. You got Haino, he's just having the time of his life, utilizing that space that he had from the top lane, and that is why the inner tower is almost gonna collapse. So that is gonna be the thing that we need to watch out for the Voin Esports. And Voin Esports, they do capitalize on their advantage. They have lost that early engagement, but they found a way to somehow get back into this game.
That's true. How to get back though? I mean, I think okay, Hoi needs to meditate in making sure that he can focus his ult, his burning sun arrow onto the Arlie. But again, that's quite tricky unless sometimes you just have to wait for that luck to happen unless you're really good in spotting the Arlie when she will go onto her parasol. But at the same time, I think they could make use of the Daciao to make surprise attacks. Maybe onto killing off Jing first. You know, those potential heroes that they can just like burst down easily because Jing is not super tanky anyway. So, but yeah, we'll just have to find out. Again, it will just boil down onto how they're going to be executing that. But as we return, as we have talked about, the Jing has fallen down. That is what we're looking for. Now the Hino has fallen down as well. 3 members down. I mean, 3 members remaining on the side of Void Esports. I mean, are they hearing us? I don't know.
We don't know. But still, I believe that they know what to do in this kind of situation. Now we're back to even Stevens. Economy and kill wise, they're trying to at least make it out, but look at Guan Yu's efforts.
Yes, very much good efforts in here, but will this suffice? Because Mortis is coming in, so much form coming from Yu Huan as well, and the Dacia poke too. I mean, that's just like too much damage to deal with now, right? I think NanoBot have realized, okay, we shouldn't be trying to aim for Arlie. We should just really go for Jing because Jing is super, you know, it's easier to burst him down with non-tankiness that he's got, and just maybe wait for Squall to pop the Fate Rewind and just, you know, wait for him from where he have placed his mark. So, but yeah, everyone's just gonna go back to calm. I wonder if it's something that NanoBot can repeat again. They can rinse and repeat that, you know, and then just continue to punish Voin Esports. We'll see how Voin Esports will come back to that because there is so much sustain again on the side of NanoBot. Heals, the movement speed coming from the Daciao as well, and the tankiness that is being provided by the Menki.
It does matter, but NanoBot doesn't want to give up. They are trying to at least elevate their game play just by getting 2 towers at once in the mid lane. So this is gonna be the next big thing. The Shadow Tyrant now up for grabs. Seems like Voin Esports definitely wants to secure them, but ooh, look at that good engagement. Smite.
Yes, oh yes, definitely. But we continue with the team fight right now. So much DPS coming from Nakari, our Hoi player. From that one, there's a chase on the Guan Yu. Guan Yu just trying to push back our Yuan in here, but Yuan will just make use of his unending sorrow in here to survive. And yes, he will survive, and the rest of the members will just continue to go for a push in the mid for this from the side of NanoBot. Fortunately, Voin Esports have actually pushed up the lane up top, but Jing is quite dangerous in here. I mean, it's no joke to be dealing with so much damage against the Hoi, and he's actually caught out. So no steal for you, my friend. But will there be coming from Haino? Unfortunately, no as well.
For NanoBot to secure that Shadow Overlord, this gives them the opportunity to utilize the next 3 waves of the Tempest Vanguards, the Overlord Vanguard, to come out aiding their lanes. And they still have the big Overlord Vanguards to summon later on. So we're going to be expecting a lot of resets, objective focus gaming, waiting for someone to scale up, and then they're to the point that no one is going to be shy to start a fight. It's going to be them initiating some fights here, but see, like in terms of like being ready, NanoBot's here wants to at least give it a go and then apply so much pressure for Void Esports at mid.
Yeah, for sure. 4-7 score though, with the 4K gold they were talking about, it keeps on increasing and increasing the moment that they have found out that okay, this is the proper target. But now we turn around the question now. What should Void Esports do this time, now that they are on the defending side, right? Is it about just circling around the early? What if you're the coach? What would you advise Void Esports?
Void they still have the time to tighten up their defense. They just have to set things up. I mean, if they play Chook's cards right with the Quan Yu, he can reposition NanoBot, but it's gonna be risky for Chooks to reposition them. Someone has to start. Now Asena needs to jump. He needs to use all of his crowd control skills, like go in with the burst ram and then tremor smash. Then you know it all comes there. And now it seems like Nawasena is having a hard time even trying to tough it off. But look at the damage coming from NanoBot. It's just very hard for Nawa to tank up.
Yeah, like a paper already. I feel for Nawasena as well. Sometimes if I will be using like Jangfei, and then there goes the the damage coming from the opponent's side. Sometimes okay, how do I catch up? I feel like a paper. So you feel like you're a useless support sometimes, or a useless roam sometimes. Of course, it's not like that. But we can see Death at Sunset already has been used onto the back line of Team Voin Esports right now. Just dishing here. Oh, some damage. Ollie will fall down, and the rest of the members of Team NanoBot in here will try to follow. Birdies and Arrow will connect onto one member. It's on the back line though, so they will not be focusing on that one. But instead, they're gonna wait for the minion waves up top, as well as in the middle lane, and converging onto top for the meantime, and take off some of the jungles as they try to put more pressure up against the rest of the members of Team Void Esports, and that tower will fall down. Soon, our super minions will come in, and here's so many pushes though coming from Chooks in here, but will that be enough as he is trying to take more damage coming up from our Hoi in the side of NanoBot? Is this gonna be it? Look at the rest of the members in here. Look at the struggle, but I think they can still do something. Look at this, no, but one member remaining. But Arlie is back, but will this be enough? Arlie, no, but nothing. It will still be a knife, a white. So sorry, just lots of action happening, but a triple kill for the Hoi as well.
Okay, digesting the last fight. It was really tough for the side of Voin Esports. I've seen the efforts coming in from Nawasena to set up some crowd controls, and then for Chooks to finally have his last stand. They have waited for Ahem to respawn, but yes, he managed to at least deal out damage, but the only thing that Ahem did was to pop a Sage Sanctuary, and that's not enough. He got caught, he's the casualty, and then from there, he's gonna be taking the fall, and it's gonna be an ace actually for the side of the winning team. It's really hard right now to win with a. I mean that proves that Voin Esports definitely did have a hard time. So well, it has been a really good game for Voin Esports, but still, GG, well played for them. But
yeah, I just did not expect that. Like, okay, we do know Voin Esports being, so prepared, but it seems like NanoBot from Myanmar proved us wrong, really, because they have come prepared up against Voin Esports. So I guess it's also more about the effectiveness of the composition late game on the side of Voin Esports. It's like more on the protect the queen or protect the king composition here, with Nakari just being surrounded by the Daxiao, Yuhuan. I mean, how are you gonna die if you're being like, okay, everyone on my side is like a protector? How can the Guan Yu reach me? Yeah, sometimes he can be reached, but sometimes the Guan Yu, when he tries to reach the back line, okay, the Hoi will fall down, but the Yuhan will still end up surviving because of the unending sorrow, right? So it became quite hard in that aspect from the side of Voin Esports into targeting the main carry on the side of NanoBot. So I guess that is a pretty interesting draft, right? We can see a lot of different forms on the protect a queen or king composition, but I think combining all these heroes are personally quite new to me, or maybe I've missed some. But yeah, really nice, I think, draft for them.
I mean, we are definitely up for a really good treat, because the fights here are just really powerful. I mean, we might be expecting our best of three series where we might be expecting that full flown best of threes that we are expecting, but seems like it's gonna be a thing between nanobots because nanobots did definitely did win that series, so they're on a match point, Kaisaya, and it seems like they wanted to end this when they had the chance, when they are still holding the wheel for them to drive their way towards victory. But Voin Alliance, Voin Esports, no doubt, they still had that. They still had that kick. They still had that punch. We've seen them compete. We've seen them set up. They fell short, but game two might be the game changer.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But I think this time we cannot say that nanobot is just like a bot, quote unquote bot, like what we call like the you just play around it and then you win. I mean, they do know a lot about drafting. They do know about a lot about how you're gonna circle around the map or rotate around the map. So I guess Void Esports has to also respect that. Maybe it's an opportunity to them to buy Huan. I mean, Huan has been an annoyance, a nuisance to even the previous game, right? So, is it time to ban this hero out?
We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. But of course, we'll definitely see more later on because game number 2 is definitely being prepared. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's wait for Nanobots and Voin Esports to commence. We'll be back in a short while, so don't go away, guys. We'll be right back.
First blood. Red team has slain an enemy. Blue team has slain an enemy. Blue team kill. Blue team rampage. Red team has been defeated. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team has destroyed a tower. Rampage. Red team has slain an enemy. Red team triple kill. Ace!
Well, there you have it, folks. We've seen game number 1 between these two teams. Now, you're gonna see more. Welcome back here in the Reign Supreme Honor of Kings 5v5 tournament by Battle for Supremacy TV. Kaisaya and Vince G will be with you still in this game number 2 between NanoBot and Voin Esports. So, we've seen game number 1 commence. And so, what is going to happen? And are we gonna see Voin finally win up against NanoBots?
We'll just have to find out. I guess V and CG, we just have to move on to the drafting phase. And here we go on our drive. As we can see, our respect on the Jiangfei, who actually, ever since Series 1, on the match between AXG and Mahadeo, has been quite annoying. The Dolia will be banned here, as well as she can definitely empower all of those skill-dependent heroes with really game-changer ultimates. I like the Datio banning here, as well as the Arlie ban. But I guess we're not seeing a respect ban on the Hue one on the first phase of the bans. But Mai Shiranui and a really good flanker and a hero that can definitely burst down and pick off a particular hero. So I guess it is a safe first pick as always.
Safe first pick, I mean, go for Mai, and then for Voin, they will be securing 2 heroes. I mean, Lady Jen, we've definitely seen a Lady Jen in the previous matchup or the previous series. It definitely added something. It definitely added value towards their team fight. Then that win game, that made them won those series. So for Lady Jen to be capitalized by Voin, seems like they're quite serious about this. They're quite serious in winning, and they wanted to punish NanoBot with crowd controls. So even Mai Shiranui is gonna have trouble. So they just need someone that can assist Mai Shiranui in crowd controls, or pick some high damage, some high burst hero that can easily eliminate the members of the NanoBots during the team fight.
That's true, and I think on the early stages of game as well, she just needs to be very careful as to when a scroll or this Lady Jen will whenever she will proc out the CC, the frozen icicles in there up against this Mai Shiranui, and if she's just able to be safe from those, definitely she could just like pull off a really good burst out of this hero. But of course, it's always easier said than done. It will definitely now matter on whether it's your phone or how fast your fingers are. Right. So, but yeah, so far, Renji, I love how safe this pick here for the farm lane as well, because definitely he can survive on his own with his own cleanse. At the same time, he's got some stuns too. So I like that. I really love that.
Okay, so they just need to at least pick out something to answer to the Liu Shan, but for the side of NanoBot, so they just need some heavy hitter carry. So if they wanted to answer to the Renji, they have to have a very, very good answer because the Renji here definitely had the cleanse, so they're gonna be going with the Marco Polo. But for Sam, I believe this is gonna be the second time he's gonna be sticking with the main key. So for him, probably we worked it. I mean, we've made this work. You've seen me how I play main key, so I'm not gonna be hesitating to use that again. And for them, Yoyud, okay, might as well do the jungle encore here. Jing again.
Yeah, Jing again. We've seen Jing being picked by Voin a lot. Voin Esports a while ago. It did not work out, unfortunately, like in the completeness of the game, but it did work out whenever they would try to go for some pick-offs. Whenever the members of NanoBot are not all together in as a group. But the Leoshan pick in there, excited to see how they're gonna pull it off, because for sure as Leoshan, with this passive, definitely you'll be able to push lanes faster even though you don't have the minions. So I love seeing those kind of plays when they make, like, okay, we are on the losing side, and then but the Leoshan is just gonna go for that push, sideline push on the base, even sometimes on the crystal. But let's just see how this one will go as they execute their gameplay according to the draft. This is NanoBot versus Voin Esports. Casting will be brought to you by me, Kaisaya, and of course VinZG. Let's see how this will boil down into the gorge.
Oh, we've seen some early engagements still on the laning stage, but that is to give room for the junglers to definitely work their way to farm up. And for Sam and for Yuyu, they're definitely exerting extra amount of efforts to reach level 4 before a minute and a half. So for them, objective is going to be the key, but in terms of like pickoffs as early as 2 minutes, well, it's definitely out of the box because it's really, really hard to do.
That's true. But yeah, for the meantime, on this 1 minute game time, everyone's either just try to go for a calm moments during the early phases. I love how actually Main tried to go back away from all this CCs coming out from our Lady Gen. But yeah, so far, I mean, we did not see any invades. Everyone just want to go for the play safe game mode on. I guess this is gonna be waiting for their ultimates, yes, level 4 to come in. But for the meantime, seems like a tussle will happen here into the middle lane as 3 members of each of the team will try to poke each other out. Even Jing having to make use of the mirror domain earlier on, but we can see our Mayin, Eos, or rather not Mayin, but My Shiranui is super low on HP, has to back away, and backing away will definitely mean you are incomplete in case team fights happen on that part of the map, which is in the minimap I can actually see right now. I'm sorry, but yeah, I guess they're just poking each other for now again.
Yeah, poking each other. I definitely see the build-up from Voin Esports. They definitely wanted to go towards the top lane, but okay, let's just go for a split. 2-2-1, might as well occupy the top and the mid lane. Let the marksman do their thing, but for them to at least punish or to apply so much pressure, it's just like the early games. I mean, for them playing safe, not giving away any first blood kill, that is to prolong their life, and that is to make sure that they scale up first before they engage, and that's what they want. That's what they want to do. They wanted to at least maximize their capabilities before someone tries to put up an ambush or start up a fight later on.
Yeah, and talking about fight, we'll see how this one will go. No damage output, as if they're gonna wait for a visit, of course, from one of their members to join in a potential fight. But of course, 50 seconds from now, contestation on the objectives might happen. Caesar's coming out from our Lady Gen, of course, and again, I mean, just poking out. I mean, you can see a half-life of my Shiranui right now. Of course, on a half-life or maybe even less, you will be scared to actually create some fights or initiate some fights. Most especially if you are at the disadvantage. And again, Lady Gen is gonna be annoying as she is, so just throwing them some snowballs here and there.
Yeah, you gotta continue to put them some pressure. You gotta continue to be annoying. That's gonna work because as of now, still there's no much engagement. It's just them rotating, but assume that a fight might happen here on the objective side, on the epic monster side, as they are gonna try to take down some of the objectives. Might as well go for that early tyrant, early overlord, but it seems like the tyrant pit is just way too hot. Everyone wants to get involved in that encounter, but for YV to at least burst from out of trouble, they are preparing to at least attempt a steal or contest with this tyrant.
Yeah, the tyrant is actually getting curious. Who's gonna get me? Who do you really want? But we can see Destructive Deluge has already been used. Everyone's just going all in. Even the Lienpo with the Tremor Smash. Who's gonna go all in? Oh, look at the first blood. And Jake will get it on her mirror domain already as well. The Mighty Runaway going for a chase as well. And the rest of the members of Team NanoBot just forcing the members of Voin Esports to just back away. And there we go. The Alain will also fall down. Fortunately though, for the Leoshan, he was able to back away, and ahem, it's like you're having a cough, right? Our D-Renji will happily be able to just, defend their bot lane.
Wow, I mean, for NanoBot to become more and more patient to wait for that fight, seems like they went into to get that objective, to get the 3 easy kills. What did they lose? What did they lose? It's just Sam, the jungler, but they got more from that. They caught the jungler as well. They caught Yu, they caught Skrull. They just won that fight, and now they need to at least snowball from that. But from Voin Esports, they're not letting them do that. They don't want to get ahead, and they don't want to have nanobots do their way. Well, for Voin Esports, they definitely do want to dictate the pace for this game.
Yeah. They definitely have to. I mean, they have a lot of opportunities to do that actually, especially with the Lady Gen, right? But what's happening again? They are dancing onto the tune with what NanoBot wants in here. So, and I love the vision being provided by the Menki onto that small brush into the jungle camp of Voin Esports. I think that's so much space for our Marco Polo to go for a push down bottom part of the map. There is a fight that is happening. Look at the Jig again getting picked off by the Dharma Engar onto his own jungle. Oh, that is quite bad for him, because I mean, Voin Esports definitely need the Jing later on to dish out a lot of damage, but it seems like he is being starved out of his farm.
For Voin Esports, they need to tighten up their defense, as for NanoBots, they have to take every objectives that they can, starting from this Overlord. Where from out in trouble, Voin Esports does want to take down this middle tower. And now for Menki, okay, I'm good, Sam, I'm good. You don't have to worry about me. I'm just taking one for the team. I'm just gonna have to upgrade our minions into Overlord Vanguard. So from there, he just has to capitalize on that. But what is Yo's doing? That is quite risky. He's just trying to hide in the brush, but yeah, fortunately for him, he didn't even got spotted. So he walk away safety.
Yeah, just go back to safety. Better be safe than sorry indeed for the meantime. Oh, a surprising pressure coming in from the side of Voin Esports in here. Destructive Deluge will be used just to zone the rest of the members of Team NanoBot in here. But the question is, what will further happen? But happily in here, the Marco Polo will go for a push on the tower top side of the map. And potentially maybe even in the mid. They have a Vanguard in there walking towards already. I think the Marco Polo just needs to be very careful on his map position. But fortunately though, the rest of the members of Voin Esports are actually crumbling altogether here into an inner jungle campsite of Voin Esports. Now the question is how they're going to initiate the fight here. This is actually usually a bad spot because this has a lot of walls. And here we go already with the Deathless Sunset coming from the lane, killing off the Lian as well as Sam onto the back line, and the rest of the members of NanoBot will just fall back. So yeah, we're talking about okay how bad that spot it is actually for each and every one, most especially if you want to protect your carry hero. So I guess that was a nice, not so nice position to initiate fight coming from the side of NanoBot.
not a pretty good position, but still, they have a quite decent lead. I mean, let's talk about the advantage that they have. It seems like it's just way 3K for Marco Polo Nakari to continue snowballing on that engagement, that harassment that they did. Seems like it's working out pretty much for Diablo. He continues to poke around. Marco Polo waiting for that right opportunity to scale up, and that's why he's going solo. He's just farming. He's going rogue here. He's gonna try to tear down towers all by himself, while the other guys from Voin Esports are way too focused on who to commit. When are we gonna start the fight? I mean, Voin Esports, they have been itching to at least pick off, but ooh, they did.
Yeah, for sure. Pick off the EOS from that map if you get the chance. Why not? But then again, still the lead is on the hands of NanoBot. I mean, the death timers right now are not super long, right? So it's not like this is like more than 20 minutes game time. So I think in terms of like just coming back and going back to their foot, definitely I think NanoBot can still do that, but they cannot repeat the same mistake again though, just letting themselves get picked up from that. They should be the one picking off some members of Voin Esports, especially they've got the Mai Shiranui and the Dharma on their side, but Tyrant is already contested in here. Overlord has been secured by our Menki. Fight continues in here. Look at the target. Lianpo is actually targeting Scroll. Scroll will fall down, and the rest of the members in here being chased by the Death of Sunset. Lianpo will fall down, so as is Leoshan. Lots of exchanges in here. Look at the bullets not actually connecting onto Chooks, but that's okay because they take down the tower anyway, and they will potentially be able to take down the inner tower in the mid. And no, not in the bot though, because there's no good wave in there, but they will be able to take down some jungle camps of Voin Esports.
Wow, for NanoBot, waiting for that right opportunity to attack, and they did manage to knock on their doors. Still, they have been on the lead, 6K lead in terms of like economy, and they are trying to at least create so much pace. And now for Chooks, he did manage to survive that almost near-death experience. Luckily, he got that sprint up and running. He moved faster. He managed to at least regenerate his lost health up, and now he's back on his knees doing some cleanup, because we can see the Overlord Vanguards are just way too powerful at this rate. You can see the bigger dragon is in the top lane being cleared by the members of Voin Esports, and with teamwork, it's an easy clear for them to deal with the Overlord Vanguards. But this gives NanoBot so much freedom.
That's true. But now I think we gotta throw our usual question, right? Like, most especially when you are on the defending side. What should you do? What should you do now as Voin Esports? Looking at their composition, I think they need to just like find a good setup, right? Like with the destructive deluge and maybe the lane going in. I mean, the lane has been successful so many times in targeting the back line, but of course, it's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, and for NanoBot, they are doing they are doing the job. They are making the job, so that makes sure that they don't even talk. They are trying to at least commit with that. They are trying to prove that they're the very best on this matchup alone. Voin Esports, I think they need to at least have a good setup, but how can they do that? Compared to earlier, it was that Lianpo and Guan Yu combination that did somehow make an impact, but
Yeah.
still, this time around, who's gonna do that? Yushan take it for a spin, and then probably that's it.
I'm just thinking about, just really a good connect onto multiple members of NanoBot from the Destructive Deluge, and followed up by Chook's Death at Sunset. That's the only thing that I can think of, because it's gonna be dangerous for Jing to go in, even so as the Leoshan, because he needs to give protection for the Renji. But for the meantime, we're talking about that. Is this gonna be it? But the Marco Polo is gonna go for the Fever Barrage to back away, and look at that! Lots of members on the side of Voin Esports actually going so low, and now it's just Crawl! Right now, they have a flow of minion wave in the bottom lane part of the map. They just have to take down this tower down, but the Lioshan will go back alive, trying to survive. But then again, we'll take down the life of our Yos in here, our Mai Shiranui. But still, this is a number advantage in favor of NanoBot right now, and they could have just easily focused on the crystal, just like what is the Marco Polo doing right now? Not gonna be stopped, and there you go! Congratulations to NanoBot, you are moving forward to our next round of 8.
Congratulations to this team, NanoBot. They did win that fight. They did win that series 2-0. They have punished their opponents, and that is gonna be Voin Esports. And for Voin, yes, they did play well, but they don't need to be upset. In terms of matchups like these, there are better teams than you, and you can use this as motivation to come back stronger. Be the guy that we should watch out for, because making it into the top 16 is a bigger thing already, because you survive for so many rounds, and unfortunately for this round you won't. But still, congratulations Mahadewa. They had extended their tournament life towards another series as well, so we need to expect more for Mahadewa. And that is it, Kaisaya. The puzzle is complete.
The puzzle is complete. I just did not expect like lots of 2-0s right now in this game. But looking at more onto the stats, I actually noticed that the I don't know how to read this name. EEV, our Lianpo in here, have actually built earlier on the Sage's Sanctuary. So, I mean, like, usually you put that to last, right? But for him, okay, I just want to go back to life because I want to make sure I'm available to, you know, give the shield buff for my teammates and the vision as well whenever they would need it. So I think that is one like strategy that he had in here for his teammate as a tank that will frontline for the Marco Polo Nakari. But yeah, then again, congratulations on NanoBot in here. You will be moving forward to the next round. And yeah, that was it. I think anytime soon later on we will be moving forward to our spin the wheel to find out who will go up against with another on this round of 8. But before that, we will just be heading on to a really short break before we show you our bracketing for round of 18. So round of 8, sorry. Okay, see you guys in a bit.